Lin Mo has traveled through time and also linked a talent anchor system. As long as the popularity increases, various talents can be exchanged. With this system in place, Lin Mo started live streaming as a teaching anchor. However, he found that his water friend seemed a bit dangerous. I taught my fellow water enthusiasts how to draw, and after watching my extraordinary drawing skills, they all released barrage comments one by one. Anchor, you're so awesome. Can you teach us how to draw dollars? For the sake of program effectiveness, Lin Mo started teaching everyone how to draw US dollars on site. However, after finishing the painting, the fans began to revel. Mr. Lin, I want to work with you now. Mr. Lin, I know where there is color-changing ink. When do you think I will be included in the gang? What gang? We are a company, Mr. Lin. I work in printing and have 10 years of work experience. Mr. Lin, before that, I was short-sighted and my dog's eyes were inferior to others. Please take me with you. Looking at the words of his water friends, Lin Mo was about to say something when a burst of news overwhelmed him. Internet Police number 300174 has followed you. Online Police number 25447 has followed you. Keywords of the novel. Live painting in US dollars, all my fans are police. No pop-ups, live streaming in US dollars, all my fans are police. Download the complete set of TXT, live stream it in US dollars, and all my fans are police. Latest chapter reading. Chapter 1. Live Picture USD. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 1 Live Picture USD. Where did the anchor learn his drawing skills? Sure, this painting technique. Not bad, not bad. In the Do Sha live broadcast room, when Lin Mo finished sketching the final stroke of a painting called Spring Scenes of the Mountains and Rivers, the audience couldn't help but praise it. In the live broadcast room, the pictures drawn by Lin Mo are lifelike, and the peaks are as beautiful as they are in front of us. However, even with this incredible painting technique, there were very few people in the live broadcast room. Stop the pen. Lin Mo looked at the audience of less than a dozen in the live broadcast room and couldn't help but sigh. Hey! After sighing, he couldn't help but mutter in his heart. Only 30 people are watching. Who knows when we can complete the task given by the system? If these words were heard by the audience in the live broadcast room, they would definitely think that Lin Mo had gone crazy and started talking nonsense now. But only Lin Mo himself knew that everything he said was not nonsense, but rather an exposition of a fact. 10 days ago, Lin Mo was still an ordinary person living on Earth. An accident occurred and he found himself crossing over. Travel to this parallel world called Blue Star. This world is exactly the same as the world where he lived in his previous life, whether it is technology, entertainment or history. After learning about this situation, Lin Mo began to feel uncomfortable. Others can be a copyist when traveling, but it's better for oneself to not even be a copyist. And just as he felt like he had lost face with the army of travelers, a system called Talent System was bound to him. The talent system, as the name suggests, is related to talent. According to the system itself, powerful skills can be randomly selected by completing system tasks. After learning about the system's capabilities, Lin Mo was overjoyed. At the same time, the system also gave him a beginner gift package. After opening the gift package, he also obtained his first talent. Top-level painting skills. After obtaining top-level painting skills again, Lin Mo's mind instantly had a memory that did not belong to him. This memory instantly made him one of the world's top painters, and none of them. After possessing this ability, Lin Mo feels that the future is promising. At the same time as he was happy, the system also gave him the first task, allowing him to gain 100,000 points of popularity within 3 months. With the task, Lin Mo didn't even think about it. He just drew a picture and took it to participate in a national youth painter competition. After registering, he sat at home and began to fantasize about becoming famous overnight and dominating the art world. He has even figured out the title for the UC department. Shocked, there is a 20-year-old genius painter in China, and top Chinese painters who voluntarily accept apprenticeship are tragically rejected. With this thought in mind, he began to wait and wait, waking up every day to read text messages and check for missed calls. Afraid of missing the phone number of the competition staff. But after he waited for a full 5 days, a message that he couldn't accept appeared. The list is publicly available, and there is no title for his works in the top 3. Seeing this behind the scenes, he was a bit dissatisfied because he firmly believed that the painting skills rewarded by the system could definitely defeat this kind of competition. Therefore, with a mentality of not accepting defeat, he came to the organizer. After arriving here, when the organizers learned about his purpose of coming, they responsibly gave him a lesson. The general idea is: these days, what comes out to talk about is power, background, and fame. You don't have money, power. Do you still want to win a prize? To be honest, the ranking was already arranged before the competition was held, and even if your ID card was 1 digit short, you wouldn't be able to get a place. After listening to the other person's words, Lin Mo's face turned pale, but he knew he was just a small person and could only be powerless in the face of such a situation. In this way, Lin Mo left with a passionate heart. After leaving, he also remembered this matter in his heart. He secretly swore that if one day he had the ability, this revenge would have to be avenged, but now others speak lightly, so he can only endure it. Similarly, after experiencing this incident, Lin Mo was well aware that he was in a world where Messi had to pass 2 cigarettes before he could enter the youth training team. Therefore, he decided to abandon this path of fame. After giving up on this path, Lin Mo quickly found the second one that gained a lot of popularity in a short period of time. And this path is nothing else, it is the live broadcast he is currently doing. In his opinion, live internet broadcast is not the only hope for grassroots rise, but it is definitely a way with the highest success rate of grassroots rise. How many ordinary people became overnight popular through live streaming and became more well-known than celebrities overnight? For this reason, Lin Mo, who had figured it out, directly registered a live streaming account on Doucha and soon began broadcasting. The content of his live broadcast is nothing else, just live drawing. For the sake of popularity and livelihood, Lin Mo created a small scheme. Fans will draw a painting of different difficulty levels based on the value of the gift they receive. For example, if a fan applies for a card, he will draw some flowers and plants. For example, if a fan brushes a magic missile worth 100 yuan, he will draw a scene. Through this method, one can not only showcase their painting skills, but also earn some money to support their family. However, ideas are beautiful, reality is cruel. I don't know if I don't start a live broadcast, but as soon as I start, he realizes that the audience doesn't like talent anchors at all. No. To be precise, the talent that the audience likes is the great pendulum and civilized ball watching. A serious talent like him is one that nobody cares about. Well, it's been 4 days since it started broadcasting, and there are only a few dozen people online every day. These dozens of people are still delivering a certain number of viewers every day due to the protection period provided by the platform for new anchors. That's why Lin Mo couldn't help but sigh just now. Just as he sighed, suddenly an LV68 rated audience entered his live broadcast room. The audience's ID is called Yao Nan Mi What? Yao Nai Mi, what's wrong? Painting anchor. Are you good at drawing? As soon as the audience entered, they made such an inquiry. Watching a big brother finally walk into the live broadcast room, how could Lin Mo let go? I'm not very good at it, but I can draw anything you can say. Lin Mo has never been to a live broadcast room before, and has seen many big brothers brush gifts. He knows very well that there are only 2 ways to make these big brothers spend money. Firstly, you are a coquettish koan. Secondly, you can provoke your older brother's temper. As long as your older brother's temper rises, they will crazily brush gifts, with the aim of making you look embarrassed and showcasing his strength. Therefore, Lin Mo deliberately replied with a slightly arrogant tone. As expected, the big brother fell into the trap and immediately released a barrage with a teasing tone. Oh, you're quite confident. Don't brag in the live broadcast room. Whether it's a mule or a horse, don't you just know when you pull it out and run around? Lin Mo still put on a calm and confident look. Upon hearing these words, Big Brother became even more excited and immediately made bold remarks. Okay, then I'll say something. If you draw it, I'll give you a reward for the rocket. You brush the gift first. If I can't draw it, I'll give it back 10 times. Lin Mo doesn't care about that much. He doesn't believe it, so he should brush it now or not. Is that what you said? Lin Mo's bold words angered Big Brother. Lin Mo replied, I said it. After he finished speaking, the next second, a prompt appeared in the live broadcast room. Ding dong, Yao, I am willing to give you the Rocket X1 as a gift. After the appearance of the rocket gift, the audience in the live broadcast room rushed to their rescue like dying ones. In an instant, the barrage in the live broadcast room began to flicker. 6666, Big Brother, you're so bold. Big Brother, you're amazing. Big Brother at level 68, worshipping in the front row. Because rocket gifts come with full platform notifications, the live broadcast room quickly flooded with 1,000 or 2,000 people. But these viewers basically just leave after receiving a fish ball. Front row, run after receiving the fish balls. Thank you Big Brother. Big Brother Invincible, thank you for your fish balls. Anchor, keep talking about yourself, we'll just get a fish ball and leave. Big Brother enjoyed this treatment very much, and after watching the barrage with satisfaction, he also emitted a new line of barrage. Recently I saw a movie called Unmatched, and I don't want to embarrass you. You can draw $1 live. It doesn't have to be the same. If you can draw a 5-point picture at a time, I will win. As Big Brother finished speaking. Before Lin Mo could say anything, the people in the live broadcast room exploded. Whether it's the old audience who has been here with Lin Mo or the new audience who has just entered, when they see this sentence, the big guy immediately becomes interested. Draw in US dollars. I'm afraid this Big Brother is not making things difficult for the anchor. The anchor is going to lose. Bully, Big Brother is truly Big Brother. His mindset is different from ours. At first, I thought my older brother wanted him to paint some beautiful mountains and rivers, but I didn't expect him to paint in US dollars. This idea, cowhide. Take back what you just said, anchor, please start your performance. If you draw it, I will be your loyal fan from now on. Crouching slot, is shark fighting getting more and more severe now? If you talk about this, then I won't be tired anymore. P.S. As mentioned earlier, the core of this book is a joyful, humorous, and light-hearted daily article, only seeking a smile from Bo Jun. End of this chapter. Chapter 2. This anchor, I watch the punishment. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 2. This anchor, I watch the punishment. The audience's emotions will become excited with things, especially exciting ones. When Big Brother said this request, the 274 viewers in the live broadcast room immediately woke up. Everyone is waiting for Lin Mo's reaction. Just before Lin Mo could say anything, Big Brother continued to emit a barrage. If you can't draw it, it's okay. Now, in front of everyone, read my ID and apologize to me. After saying this, the rest of the audience in the live broadcast followed suit. I think we should apologize directly. Nonsense, how could this not be done without apologizing and drawing in US dollars? It's something that only movies dare to act on, how could the anchor possibly do it? Yes, this wave of anchors has been fooled. What did I fall for? I can earn 250 yuan by apologizing, and I wish I could fall for it every minute. At Yao, I'm sorry, big brother. I also want to apologize. Yao, I am helpless. Big brother, please scold me. I also want to make some money. As the audience began to discuss, let's talk about Lin Mo. After hearing what Yao, Nai, and I said, to be honest, he was a bit confused. It's not that he can't draw in US dollars, but he didn't expect the other party to make this request. It is normal to be slightly stunned when facing unexpected things. After being stunned, Lin Mo returned to his normal state and looked at the barrage in the live broadcast room with a smile on his face. He said nonchalantly, drawing in US dollars. I haven't drawn it before. Before I could finish speaking, Yao said to me immediately, then apologize and don't waste my time. I'm still in a hurry to watch the ball. At Yao, why don't you take me with you, big brother? Watch the ball. I'll watch too. Is it a serious ball? If it's not serious, I won't look. I hope you're talking about the ball. Smiling, ignoring the prank of bullet comments, Lin Mo looked at Yi arrogantly from afar and said nothing to me. Don't worry, big brother. I just said I haven't drawn before, but I didn't say I can't draw. Okay, thank you to Grandpa Ao, Nana, and Brother He for painting the rocket. Next, let me show you my drawing skills. The object I painted is the dollar. After finishing speaking, Lin Mo returned to the painting stage and soon began preparing the necessary tools for painting in front of over 2,000 viewers on camera. Having everything ready, Lin Mo picked up a pen and was about to draw when he suddenly looked up and asked. Big brother, how many denominations of US dollars do you want to draw? 100. At this moment, Big Brother was a bit confused. At first, he just wanted to suppress Lin Mo's arrogant aura, but now at first glance, it seems that he really has something, otherwise where would he come from? Okay, Big Brother, wait a bit. Because there are many colors required for dollars, it will take about an hour. Lin Mo nodded when he learned it was $100. This answer. The next second, the live broadcast room became lively. Sleeping Trough. Is it really drawing? Does this anchor have something? No, I have to call a few friends over to take a look. Is it really fake? Jane, are you really here? I think the anchor is a strong supporter. The dead duck's mouth is just hard. The audience in the live broadcast room was surprised. Some felt that Lin Mo was being pretentious, but it is undeniable that everyone wants to continue watching. Time passes by bit by bit. Lin Mo in front of the camera hasn't said a word since he finished writing, and he has been working hard all the way. When making the painting of dollars, he didn't use the dazzling instruments, it was purely handmade, with a paintbrush and some paint, and because of this, people even felt that he couldn't draw it. 10 minutes later. The embryonic form of the US dollar is gradually appearing in front of the audience. It's just that the US dollars haven't been colored yet, at first glance it looks like a sketch. Half an hour later. The rough outline of the US dollar has been drawn, and the discussion among the audience is becoming increasingly intense. I feel like there's something there. My son is not in a hurry, take your time to see. Don't open champagne at half time, keep watching. Do you think the anchor is really playing? I always feel like the anchor is not joking, he really knows how to draw dollars. The audience chattered incessantly in the live broadcast room. It only took half an hour from the initial lack of trust to the current controversy. In half an hour, the number of people in the live broadcast room also increased. I don't know if it was because of Lin Mo's actions that attracted so many people or because his friends called him friends. But no matter what, for Lin Mo, everything is moving in the right direction. 50 minutes later, Lin Mo started coloring. In order to match the color of the dollar itself, Lin Mo spent a lot of time. Fortunately, he finally mixed 99% of the paint, which avoided failure due to different colors. 56 minutes. Lin Mo left the painting table and soon took out a hair dryer. Turn on the breeze, extend your 5 fingers, and try to block the air vent as much as possible. Under the gentle warm breeze, the paint gradually solidifies and fits tightly onto the cut paper. 5 minutes later. Lin Mo turned off his hair dryer, carefully examined the dollars he had drawn, and only then did he lift his head to look at the audience after confirming it was correct. Not looking or not knowing, he was startled at first sight because he realized that in an hour, there were already 5,000 people in his live broadcast room, and the barrage kept rolling without stopping. Okay. Is the anchor so fast? Finally getting better. Is it time to witness miracles? Anchor, let's take a look. The audience couldn't wait to ask Lin Mo when they saw him looking up. Looking at the barrage, Lin Mo calmly said to the camera. Big brother, I'm lucky enough to have lived up to my fate. I've finished drawing in US dollars. After speaking, Lin Mo picked up the live broadcast camera and immediately aimed at the dollar he had drawn. This pair left the audience confused. For over a minute, everyone stared at the US dollar, stunned to the point where no one spoke. After reading the US dollars painted by Lin Mo, many netizens did not believe in evil and specifically searched for the appearance of US dollars on Baidu. After searching, they froze again. Because the dollar photos on Baidu are exactly the same as Lin Mo's paintings. With this incredulity in mind, these viewers quickly copied the photos on Baidu and posted them in the live broadcast room. Brothers, this is a real shot in US dollars on Baidu. Can you compare it? With the comparison of real images, the audience who were just amazed by Lin Mo's strong painting skills immediately became numb. Sleeping trough. Is this a photo from Baidu? Did you take a screenshot of the scene in the live broadcast room and deceive us into using real images from Baidu? Didn't you see a Baidu logo in the bottom right corner? It's not a screenshot from the live broadcast room. I'm so scared. Awesome, anchor. End of this chapter. Chapter 3. Sleeping trough, here comes the note, run. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 3 Sleeping trough, here comes the note, run. Under the light, the portrait of Benjamin Franklin appeared particularly dazzling. If it weren't for what I saw with my own eyes, if it weren't for the entire live broadcast, no one would believe this was a painting. They will only feel that the anchor has come up with $1 to fool people. Unfortunately, Lin Mo was live streaming throughout the entire process and did not let the audience miss a second. Therefore, after the birth of this painting, there was a 2-level reversal of the art style in the live broadcast room. At first, most people thought that Lin Mo was just playing around, being a dead duck with a hard mouth and trying to hold on to his breath. And now, they have been impressed by Lin Mo's painting skills. This can be seen from the barrage in the live broadcast room. 666 What kind of horse riding is called painting skills? Only those who step on horses are called painting skills. The painting sage Wu Daozi would kowtow twice before leaving. I've seen someone who knows how to draw, but it's my first time drawing in US dollars. Anchor, you have this skill, why do you still work as an anchor? Upstairs, I'll watch the punishment. I see punishment, it's very easy to torture. The days are getting more and more sentencing. Anchor, your group, oh no, do your group still recruit people? But somehow, the art style of bullet comments gradually began to abstract. More and more viewers are starting to move in a twisted direction. Watching the sudden change in art style in the live broadcast room, Lin Mo quickly stepped forward to explain in order to prevent relevant departments from paying attention. Everyone. Everyone. Don't be impatient, everyone. Don't be impatient. After he finished speaking, the audience rushed in unison. Everyone, be quiet. Mr. Lin from Qiangshan Group is about to give an important speech. Lin Mo. Ladies and gentlemen, although this dollar painting may seem impressive, it actually appears to be a counterfeit product. Look, this paper. After speaking, Lin Mo picked up the US dollar in front of everyone and gently shook it. This shake immediately revealed the low quality area in the camera. To be honest, even blind people know this is fake. After Lin Mo finished speaking, he thought the audience would calm down. Who knew that an audience member with the idea of up the mountain fighting tiger kept talking endlessly? Mr. Lin, isn't it just paper? My family specializes in publishing and printing, and I have as much acid-free paper as I need here. Don't be afraid. This sentence is like a stone stirring up 1,000 waves. At fighting tigers on the mountain, brother, take me one. At fighting tigers on the mountain, Dad, I am your long-lost son. At fighting tigers on the mountain, Grandpa, you said you love me the most. Lin Mo is numb. But he felt that he could still struggle for a while. I saw him pointing to the paint on it again. Everyone, this paint looks like a lot of dollars, but when placed under the light, it reveals its true form. While speaking, Lin Mo brought a small desk lamp over. As the desk lamp illuminated the US dollar, the shortcomings of this US dollar were once again exposed. After showcasing the flaws of perfect gold, Lin Mo felt a little relieved. But the heavens seemed to be against him. The next second, another audience member with the idea of Tsinghua Steel Gate will be photographed, spoke up. Brother Lin, don't panic. My ancestors have been doing paint for 3 generations. You just say that so much is just color-changing ink. I can handle this. I'll talk to my dad now and definitely match it. Netizen A at Tsinghua Steel Gate will be photographed, brother. Netizen B at Tsinghua Steel Gate will be photographed, adoptive father. Netizen C at Tsinghua Steel Gate will be photographed, dad. Netizen D at Tsinghua Steel Gate will be photographed, grandpa, I am a big baby. Lin Mo. Lin Mo is very speechless, no, he is very helpless. He felt that these netizens were not here to watch the live broadcast, but wanted to send themselves in order not to be sent in. Lin Mo took a deep breath and then continued to patiently say. Brothers, look again. Lin Mo pointed to the US dollar and earnestly advised, the real US dollar has a moire pattern, and the printed banknotes have a touch. If you only have acid-free paper and color-changing ink, the US dollar you make will also look fake at first glance, so don't joke around. It's okay not to say that. A viewer with the idea of, I'm a loser at Mao Xiong, just popped up. Mr. Lin. Gravure printing machine. I know, I've watched movies. And I know where it is, I know. I am a loser and have been in the country of Mao Xiong. A few days ago, I saw a gravure printing machine in a bankrupt state. Owned printing factory. Although it is a bit outdated and has some malfunctions, it can be used as long as someone repairs it. The audience was very excited and their tone was very sincere, as if they were really planning big things. As the despicable master finished speaking, Lin Mo couldn't hold his breath anymore. It's just that the audience hasn't noticed yet. They listened to this sentence one by one and now expressed their own opinions. Acid-free paper, color-changing ink, gravure printing machine, combined with the skilled artist of the anchor, the next step is to find someone like me who can do odd jobs. Anchor, I am the first to apply, and the salary doesn't matter. I just want to learn another craft. Me too. +1, plus 10,086. Soon. The art style in the live broadcast room cannot be completely reversed. Under the deviation of artistic style. Suddenly, someone coldly uttered a sentence. By the way, where's the older brother from before? Yeah, where's big brother? Where's the big brother? Sleeping slot, big brother won't be carrying the train to find the anchor, will he? What? Carrying the train. Anchor, please tell me the address, and I will now carry the plane to find you. Anchor, you can't be selfish. You must take me, otherwise I won't let you go even if I'm a ghost. When the audience is searching for Big Brother. The elder brother who was the first to reward Lin Mo with rockets also quietly appeared. However, as soon as he spoke, he immediately made the live broadcast room even more lively. Yao asked me, at Lin Mo, Big Brother. At Go Up the Mountain to Fight the Tiger, second brother. At Tsinghua Steel Gate will be photographed, third brother. At I'm Being a Bad Boy at Mao Xiong, fourth brother. I will contribute money, and all brothers will contribute their talents. From now on, we 5 brothers will face difficulties and share blessings together. We do not expect to be born on the same day or month in the same year, but rather die on the same day or year. All 4 brothers, we will be worshipped by our brothers. Yao, Nai, and I finished speaking, and even made a kneeling expression. This one. The other few people immediately joined in. Go up the mountain to fight the tiger. Fifth brother, don't perform this great gift. Tsinghua Steel Gate will take a photo and say, what second brother said is absolutely true. I became the master of Mao Xiong and said, third brother said it well. Watching 4 people start bowing their heads without even asking themselves a question, Lin Mo was already stunned. However, just as he was about to say something. Suddenly, with a prompt appearing, the live broadcast scene became chaotic again. Ding dong, the online police number 254-4772 has entered your live broadcast room. Ding dong, police officers from Nanshan Police Station are entering your live broadcast room. Ding dong, the deputy captain of the Mashan Criminal Investigation Brigade enters your live broadcast room. As each police officer entered, the audience in the live broadcast room immediately boiled. Sleeping slot, the note is coming, brothers, run quickly. There's an insider, terminate the transaction. Big brother, run quickly and I'll help you block them. Big brother treats us well, who betrayed him? Who led the note over? End of this chapter. Chapter 4. Big brother, I will take good care of my sister. In law. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Chapter 4. Big brother, I will take good care of my sister. In law. Originally, when the internet police arrived, they also came. After all, Lin Mo did not commit any crimes, he is the whole life. But unfortunately, the barrage emitted by the audience in the live broadcast room is very abstract. So much so that internet police have taken this live broadcast room seriously. To Lin Mo's surprise, with the arrival of the police, the number of online viewers suddenly skyrocketed. Such a phenomenon, Lin Mo knew he couldn't wash it clearly. However, before he could explain anything, the 4 brothers, who had previously been loyal to the heavens, ran away one by one, looking for reasons. Go up the mountain to fight the tiger. Big brother, I'll withdraw first. Let's talk later. Tsinghua Steel Gate will take a photo and say, Big brother, second brother, I have also withdrawn. Suddenly, I thought of something very important. I became the master of Mao Xiong and said, Big brother, second brother, third brother, my mother called me home for dinner. Yao Nai said to me, for brothers, my wife has given birth, and I will withdraw first. After watching these culprits run away, Lin Mo couldn't help but chuckle as he looked at the camera. Cough, that's all for today's live broadcast. Let's do it next time. Before Lin Mo could finish speaking, a netizen issued a barrage. I advise you not to broadcast it down, just chat with us. Looking at the words of the online police officer, Lin Mo was embarrassed. The hesitant expression drove the audience in the live broadcast room crazy with laughter. After a burst of laughter, netizens did not turn a blind eye, they all tried to help Lin Mo argue. Internet police officer, don't misunderstand. One person is responsible for one's actions. I did this and it has nothing to do with my brother. I'll give you a piece of advice. Apologize to my older brother immediately, otherwise you'll just wait for bad luck. Do you know what business our big brother does? How many internet police officers are also assigned to command my big brother? Big brother, don't be afraid. Our brothers are all here and have received so many years of settlement fees. We will definitely not betray you. Watching the netizens in the live broadcast room getting darker and darker. Lin Mo is numb, completely numb. He suddenly felt for a moment that his future life was becoming more and more dangerous. Speaking of the incoming internet police. The reason why they appeared in this live broadcast room is not because someone reported it, but because there are a large number of prohibited words in this live broadcast room. Originally, since the establishment of the online police department, the official has compiled a large number of prohibited words. As long as these prohibited words appear on online platforms, they will be subject to supervision by relevant departments. If the frequency of prohibited words is low, the IP address will appear in green, indicating that there are prohibited words, but not many, which may be chatting. The frequency of prohibited words appearing is high, and the IP address will be presented in red, indicating a criminal suspicion. And Lin Mo's IP address, in the official regulatory system, is no longer as simple as appearing in red. It directly fills up the color and presents a purple color. Purple is considered a serious violation of laws and regulations in the regulatory system. Basically, as long as it is a purple IP address, cyber police will definitely pay close attention. Therefore, Lin Mo's live broadcast room has attracted so much attention from the police. When Lin Mo was at a loss. Among the 100 internet police officers who flooded in, one of them spoke up. Cyber Alert 144745. At Cyber Alert 331-4741, this IP is the address under your jurisdiction, I have handed it over to you. Internet Police Officer 331-4741 saw the barrage and immediately replied, "Got it, I'll handle it now." Internet Police Officer 331-4741. Anchor, why do you have a large number of prohibited words in your live broadcast room? As the online police officer 331-4741 finished speaking, Lin Mo wanted to cry without tears, but in order to protect himself and avoid imprisonment, he still voluntarily confessed, "Oh no," actively clarified. "I will fully explain the organization." As soon as he spoke, the audience in the live broadcast couldn't laugh anymore. At first glance, the anchor almost entered the palace. "I didn't expect the words organization. Isn't it usually called, sir? We all shout, comrades, here. I usually call Uncle Police. Under the barrage of live broadcast audience comments, the police officers also looked at Lin Mo with strange eyes. To be reasonable, someone who hasn't been in there for 10 or 8 years will never be able to call themselves an organization. But now is not the time to investigate Lin Mo's background, so they didn't say much about it. Lin Mo also knew that he was a bit too nervous. He was about to slap himself, but it felt a bit painful when he thought about it, so he still endured the thought. The situation is like this. Before long, Lin Mo explained the whole story one by one. After the lecture, Internet Police Officer 331-4741 asked a question. "How many people are in your gang?" Faced with the inquiry from the online police, Lin Mo dared not neglect and immediately replied, "Our gang." As soon as he opened his mouth, Lin Mo suddenly froze, and then roast. "What kind of ghost? What gang? Police uncle, when did I become a gang? I'm just one person, right?" After he finished explaining, the audience in the live broadcast room began to liven up. Tearful eyes. "With an older brother like you, my whole life is worth it. Woo 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 woo," I cried. "Brothers, hit the public screen on moved. Big brother, I will take good care of my sister. In law. You can rest assured to squat for a few years and have a few chubby kids for you next year. Did you see it, did you see it? In this era of materialism and immortality, our elder brother is so righteous. He would rather carry it on his own than betray his brothers. Not to mention, elder brother, from now on, your father will be my father, and your wife will be my wife. Big brother, I won't say anything. Next Qingming festival, I will definitely bury you. Originally, after listening to Lin Mo's words, the online police gradually became enlightened. But as the barrage appeared in the live broadcast room, they also had to take it seriously. After all, some truth is often hidden in jokes. Especially in Lin Mo's live broadcast room, there are too many prohibited words. What kind of dollars, color-changing ink, gravure printing machines, acid-free paper, counterfeit money, and so on. Amidst numerous prohibited words, Internet police dare not neglect them. However, the Internet police also know that it is difficult to ask anything valuable in the live broadcast room, so the Internet police officer in charge of questioning spoke up. You stay where you are now, let's send someone over to find you. Let's discuss the specific details later. Upon hearing that he was about to enter the bureau, Lin Mo appeared somewhat impatient. Hey, police uncle, I didn't commit a crime. Why did I go to the police station? Internet Police Officer 331-4741. I'm just conducting a routine check. As soon as these words were spoken, Lin Mo was speechless on the spot. End of this chapter. Chapter 5. Listen to me, thank you. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 5. Listen to me, thank you. In the live broadcast room, Lin Mo sat in front of the camera like a criminal. I didn't speak throughout the entire process and didn't dare to close the live broadcast room. Earlier, the Internet police had reminded him that he was not allowed to close the live broadcast room until the police arrived at his home. Therefore, he could only sit in front of the camera in all sorts of boredom. And I don't know if it's a blessing in disguise. While waiting for the police officer, his deeds were spread by word of mouth, and a large number of onlookers flooded into the live broadcast room. Just the smell changed as the news spread. At first, the news came out as shocking. A certain art anchor attracted the attention of online police due to his amazing drawing skills. The news that came out shortly after was shocking. A certain anchor was caught by hundreds of Internet police due to being too awesome, but now the news is shocking. A certain anchor was caught on the spot by tens of thousands of Internet police officers for committing such a heinous crime. For this reason, the influx of people immediately spoke up without discrimination, praising the police officers and angrily cursing Lin Mo. Front row, if you don't understand, what crime did the anchor commit? People's police are good role models, capturing prisoners through live broadcasts. I am incompatible with sin. The relevant departments should have dealt with these anchors long ago, not doing anything serious every day and doing some outrageous things. Support shooting. I paid for the bullet money, don't compete with me, everyone. Under various curses, Lin Mo tried to struggle and explain, but no matter how he explained it, the audience didn't believe him and felt that he was just sophistry. Fortunately, as everyone learned about his criminal incident, their attitude towards Lin Mo also underwent a revolutionary change. Police uncle, as a witness, this matter has nothing to do with my elder brother. It was all done by me. What? My big brother committed a crime. It's impossible, absolutely impossible. Why bully a good person when you police officers don't do anything serious? Comrades, we can't wrongly accuse a good person. My big brother really didn't commit any crimes. Lin Mo had no intention of watching the barrage in the live broadcast room. As he sat at home waiting for the police, he couldn't help but blame himself. Why did he blame himself for opening a live broadcast? Why did he blame himself for drawing dollars? It's all right now. I have become the leader of the gang and I am stepping on my horse to enter the bureau. As soon as he thought of this, he felt regretful and wanted to shed tears. Dong dong dong. Just as Lin Mo was regretting, a knock on the door rang out. With a knock on the door, the audience began to liven up again. The community has brought warmth. The property management in the community is giving away eggs. Hometown, open the door. The person who distributed gold bars in the village has arrived. The anchor should go and collect them quickly. Azu, don't try to resist, there are Jackie Chan outside. For the audience, this knocking on the door is the material for their whole life. But for Lin Mo, the knocking on the door sounded more like a life-saving sound. He has been sitting in front of the camera for over 2 hours now, and for half an hour he has been on pins and needles. Now he just wants to explain it clearly and go home to sleep. With this idea in mind, he stood up in a daze and then opened the door. As soon as the door opened, a handsome female police officer and 2 strong men measuring 1.8 meters appeared in front of him. After seeing Lin Mo, the female police officer immediately asked, "Hello, is this Lin Mo?" Yes. Lin Mo didn't have time to appreciate the police flower in front of him, so he quickly nodded and answered. The female police officer didn't say much, and after verifying her identity, she said, "Okay, please come with us." Upon hearing this, Lin Mo did not cooperate, but instead looked around. "What are you looking at?" The female police officer was puzzled, frowning and retreating slightly, as if taking defensive measures. "Are you all here? You didn't bring anything." Lin Mo didn't notice the other person's change and asked simply. "What do you want? What do you want?" The strong police officer became curious later. "Is it just a headband? You guys don't have headbands for catching criminals in TV dramas, do you?" Lin Mo gestured and asked candidly. "What are you doing with this?" "We're just taking you back as a routine to cooperate with the investigation, not arresting you." The 3 police officers were speechless when they heard Lin Mo's words. No, you don't understand. Can you prepare a headband for me?" After hearing the police officer's explanation, Lin Mo waved his hand and sighed, saying something that made everyone even more confused. "What does it mean?" the strong police officer asked. Lin Mo remained silent. The strong police officer put on a show and asked again, "Please cooperate in answering." Lin Mo lowered his head and said with a twisted expression, "I'm afraid of losing face." "Officer." Finally, Lin Mo's wish was not fulfilled. With some personal belongings, he left the house with the 3 police officers. In order to prevent him from escaping, 2 police officers stood by his side, one on the left and the other on the right, constantly guarding against any unexpected events, while the female police officer stood at the forefront. The strange art style immediately attracted the guidance of the neighbors. The neighbors naturally don't know what he did or why he was taken away. But when they saw this behind the scenes, they immediately believed that Lin Mo must have done something unseen before being taken away. As a result, along the way, countless neighbors seemed to be watching the excitement, and their children stopped taking orders or buying groceries. They stood still and began pointing at the people around them. "Oh my, I was taken away by the police at a young age. I don't know what I did wrong. Damn it, I didn't expect there to be criminals in our community. How could I look at him so familiar? Oh, I remember. Didn't our community often lose some close-fitting clothes before? Did this kid steal them? Yes, it must be him." Young people nowadays like to pursue excitement. TSK, I didn't expect my mind to be so twisted at such a young age. Great pleasure. The thief inside the mine has finally been caught. Upon hearing the discussions of his neighbors, Lin Mo was speechless, completely speechless. Take good care of yourself and add a perverted nickname to your head. What made him even more uncomfortable was that he didn't even have a chance to explain and soon got into the police car. Originally, Lin Mo had already lay flat. He gradually calmed his mood by taking deep breaths. But when the police car passed by the kindergarten at the entrance of the community, he couldn't hold his breath. I saw a kindergarten teacher returning home with a bunch of children after class. After seeing Lin Mo being taken onto the car, the teacher squatted down and said to the classmates, "See, this is our people's hero, Uncle Police. They have caught a big bad guy now. Children, let's use the dance we learned today and thank Uncle Police well. Say it. 30 to 40 children gathered together, standing at the entrance of the community. In less than 3 seconds, a chorus of voices accompanied by dance rang out at the entrance of the community. To give you a little heart, to give you a flower, you are so touched in my life. You are my angel, guiding me all the way, no matter how time changes, I love you and sing it into a song. Listen to me, thank you because you have warmed the 4 seasons. Thank you, thank you. With you, the world is more beautiful the moment when a tender voice falls. Groups of neighbors following behind to point out trouble also extended their hands at this moment. The next second, thunderous applause rang out at the entrance of the entire community. Pop 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 pop. Their applause was also mixed with their cheers. Okay. Okay. End of this chapter. Chapter 6, Grandpa. Hey, who called me? You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 6, Grandpa. Hey, who called me? Within the police station. Lin Mo was not brought into the interrogation room, but instead sat in a temporary cell. Wait here for a moment, we will have someone summon you later. The police officer who brought him over left a sentence and then left without giving Lin Mo a chance to inquire. After the police officer left, Lin Mo sighed. Just at this moment, a middle-aged man in the same room approached and asked. Brother, how did you come in? What did you do? Faced with an inquiry, Lin Mo replied somewhat displeased, I didn't do anything wrong. When he finished speaking, the middle-aged man did not refute, but nodded. Do you believe me? Lin Mo immediately asked when he saw the other person's expression. I don't believe it, the middle-aged man shook his head decisively. Why do you nod? Lin Mo was curious. Because I have heard this sentence many times. Lin Mo, what? Seeing Lin Mo's puzzled face, the middle-aged man immediately pulled the man beside him and asked, Brother, I didn't hear clearly just now. What did you say you did to come in? After the middle-aged man finished asking, the man next to him explained in a red-eared tone, I've told you so many times that I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything and was brought in. After asking this person, the middle-aged man stood up and asked a young man squatting in the corner. Little brother, what did you do to come in here? Upon hearing these words, the young man suddenly stood up and confidently said, I didn't commit any wrongdoing. It was the police who brought me in because they wanted to say I had a problem. After a series of answers rang out, Lin Mo finally understood why the middle-aged man nodded. It seemed that the other party regarded him as an old oilseed who had almost entered the palace. In order to avoid any misunderstandings, Lin Mo patiently explained, I don't know if they have committed any crimes, but I definitely haven't committed any. Well, I know. The middle-aged man still put on an expression of, I understand, I understand. This scene made Lin Mo a little unhappy. I'm serious. The middle-aged man noticed that Lin Mo's voice had become louder and immediately comforted, Hey, young man, don't worry. I'm not in a hurry. Lin Mo was furious. The middle-aged man pointed at Lin Mo and said, Look, you said you're not in a hurry. Lin Mo, I #UN% at #% at middle-aged man. People make mistakes, as long as you know your mistakes and can correct them. Seeing that the other party believed he had committed a crime, Lin Mo refused to explain. However, in a state of boredom, he couldn't help but ask a question. So what did you do to come in? But when he asked this question, the middle-aged man changed his face and looked at Lin Mo seriously, pointing at him and saying, Nonsense, I'm not a criminal. I'm a good citizen. If you speak recklessly, I'll sue you for defamation. Lin Mo. Time passes by minute by second. Lin Mo, who is not used to sleeping late, also found a corner to squint. Middle-aged man Zhao Kai also couldn't bear to ask the same question to every person who came in. Brother, what did you do to come in here? Every inquiry comes with a standard answer. I didn't do anything wrong, and I don't know what situation was brought about. Time arrived in the early morning, during which several police officers occasionally walked in, but never called out his name. This makes Lin Mo somewhat irritable. Just after the early morning, Lin Mo couldn't help but open his eyes when he suddenly arrived alone. Outside the room, an old police officer walked in with a young man. Oh, Lao Zhang, you still have a mission so late. What's the situation with this person? People summoned across provinces. Cross province. Which province? Magic City. Oh, okay then, let him in. Okay. After the conversation outside ended, the young man was brought in by the police. After being taken into the prison cell, the young man immediately burst into tears, crying and shouting, I'm really wronged, police officer. Please let me out. Stay honest inside, is it unfair? After investigating, I will naturally give you a clean slate. The police officer doesn't believe a word of this. And after being scolded by the police, the young man also behaved a lot and didn't dare to sob alone. Wait until the police officers leave. Zhao Kai leaned forward as usual and said, Little brother, what did you do to come in here? Compared to the person in front of the dead duck who had a hard mouth, this young man not only did not have a hard mouth, but also voluntarily confessed. I talk cheap online. Cheap mouth. Hearing this, all the other suspect in the room, including Lin Mo, pricked up their ears and listened. Your mouth is cheap, the young man said while crying. Why is your mouth cheap? Are you in politics? Zhao Kai, who also knows how to surf the internet, immediately said a hot word. No, the young man shook his head. Did you curse? Zhao Kai continued to ask. No, the young man continued to shake his head. So you don't curse or interfere with politics, how could you come in properly? Besides, I don't think you speak like someone with a cheap mouth, Zhao Kai said with a puzzled expression. The young man took a few deep breaths, and as his emotions gradually stabilized, he also began to tell his story. I am a young person and enjoy watching some live broadcasts. Just a few hours ago, I watched a talent anchor for live teaching. Do you know what it is, anchor? To prevent these people from not understanding, the young man also asked. I know, you speak quickly, Zhao Kai replied impatiently. Aha, then I'll keep talking. I watched a live streamer who taught people how to draw. He boasted and said he was really awesome, but I was not convinced. I gave him a rocket as a reward. Do you know what a rocket is? It's just 500 yuan each, something to boost the streamer's popularity. Can you stop talking so much nonsense and get down to business? Zhao Kai became annoyed, feeling that the young man was poisonous. Oh, let me continue. I'll give him a rocket reward and ask him to draw a US dollar. By the way, do you know what US dollars are? It's the currency of Eagle Sauce country. You're talking nonsense, believe it or not, I'll knock you to death. Zhao Kai became angry. I'm sorry, I'll keep talking. The anchor painted the perfect gold, and then guess what? This person's drawing skills are simply unbeatable. Soon, he drew a picture in US dollars that was even more than US dollars. After finishing the painting, I kept my mouth shut and said, I'll pay, he'll work hard, and we'll sweep across Southeast Asia from then on. Who knew, after these words were finished, I was summoned by the local police and then summoned here again. I'm wronged, I'm really wronged. Young people cry while talking. After listening to these words, others felt a bit confused and confused one by one. But Lin Mo is different. After listening to the other person, he was completely dumbfounded. Because according to everything this guy says, isn't he the one who rewards his older brother? Why should I be so proud? With this idea in mind, he cautiously wanted to shout out the other person's ID. Sir. However, before he could say when he was proud of me, the crying young man suddenly replied. Yes, who called me? The words fell. Everyone present was stunned for a moment. The next second, everyone realized that this guy is really a bitch. End of this chapter. Chapter 7. Meritorious Service. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 7 Meritorious Service. To be reasonable, this is in the police station. If he were outside, he would definitely take off his shoes and give the other person a fierce slap. Taking a few deep breaths, Lin Mo read out the other person's ID in one breath, afraid that the other person would take advantage of him again. Yiaonai, why am I? As this sentence was asked, the young man froze in place like an evil. Because the room was dim and Lin Mo was sitting in the corner, I couldn't see Lin Mo. But how could he not be surprised when he heard the other person read out his Do Shark ID? Having tested himself and leaned forward, with the help of the light outside the prison cell, Yiaonai and I looked at Lin Mo carefully. When I saw Lin Mo's familiar face, Yiaonai felt as if I had met an old friend in a foreign land. Hot tears flowed down my face, and I couldn't help but shout with a mournful tone. Big brother. The words fell. Zhao Kai was stunned. As he stepped back, he couldn't help but say to Lin Mo when he confirmed that the new young man was calling him Lin Mo. Sleeping Trough. Big brother. Brother, are you still saying you haven't committed anything wrong? I didn't expect it, I didn't expect it. Are you still a gang criminal or a leader? Zhao Kai's words made Lin Mo feel a crisis, and he immediately stood up to explain, No, it's not what you think. I understand the rules in the industry, big brother, you don't need to explain. Zhao Kai immediately showed an old-fashioned expression towards Lin Mo's answer and quickly replied. Lin Mo, #UN, #UN, #UN at #UN, before Lin Mo could struggle, Yiaonai and I quickly ran over. He said with tears and a runny nose, Big brother, hurry up and tell the police that the issue of counterfeit money really has nothing to do with me. As the two characters counterfeit money appeared in the room, the person who originally wanted to watch the excitement suddenly widened their eyes and looked at Lin Mo. Which of the people who can come into this place is not a criminal? As criminals, what they usually study the most is not criminal techniques, but criminal law. After all, it's a lifelong event, how can they not care? Therefore, when they heard the word counterfeit money, a string of words immediately came to their minds. More than 3 years, less than 7 years. Especially when Lin Mo is still the leader, the punishment for that crime started at least 10 years, which can be considered a major case. Immediately after, everyone's first impression of the counterfeit money gang was that they were extremely poor and vicious, with people who killed more than their lives and licked their blood on the blade. Once in contact with such people, they are in an extremely dangerous state. So, the way everyone looked at Lin Mo naturally changed, from their previous disregard to their current fear. Lin Mo was not foolish, he immediately noticed something was wrong with everyone. For example, Zhao Kai. Previously, he was quite enthusiastic about himself and treated himself as a casual friend. But now, he leaned directly against the wall, his eyes filled with fear towards himself. Brother Zhao. You misunderstood. Lin Mo spoke, wanting to explain the misunderstanding. Unexpectedly, it was his words that made Zhao Kai's eyes race. Hey. This person who has nothing to do with me, please be careful when speaking. I'm not your brother, and you're not my brother either. We're just in the same cell. Zhao Kai became more and more urgent as he spoke, and later on, he did something that surprised Lin Mo. Bang bang bang. Hurry up, someone. Hurry up, someone. The rapid knocking on the door in the cell immediately attracted the police officers outside the corridor. What's the noise? The police officer walked over and looked at Zhao Kai angrily. Zhao Kai didn't pay attention to the police officer's temper and said directly to him, "Hello, police officer. I'll take action, I'll take action. I did the previous fraud case, and the amount involved was 3,000. I apologize now and beg you to quickly ask me to sign. I want to go to the detention center." The police officer was confused, and Zhao Kai was considered a regular here. It wasn't his first time getting to know Zhao Kai. He was well aware that Zhao Kai in front of him was a dead pig who was not afraid of boiling water. As long as he doesn't have absolute evidence, he won't admit his guilt even if he dies. How come after a few hours have passed, the other party has voluntarily confessed? He was puzzled, but since the other party had already confessed, he was too lazy to speculate so much and left with just one sentence. "I'll take the key now and take you to take notes, you wait." After the police officer left, the other criminals in the room also walked over one by one, and one of them, who didn't understand much, couldn't help but ask, "Big brother, why did you confess?" After he asked, Zhao Kai directly cursed his mother. Before cursing his mother, he still looked at Lin Mo with caution, and then muttered softly, "Why? Use your pig's brain to think about it. If I confess now, I can only face a maximum sentence of 6 months. At most, I will spend a year in prison, but he is the leader of a counterfeit money gang. If you have any connection with him, can you come out in 6 months?" As soon as he finished speaking, the other criminals suddenly realized. Soon, a large-scale confession scene was staged here. "Comrade, I plead guilty. Police uncle, I'll call in all." The chicken arrived at 5:43 p.m., ended at 5:45 p.m., and left at 5:46 p.m. "I won't be stubborn anymore. Police, I also recruited. I did steal the money, but their lack of underwear really has nothing to do with me. Big brother, you know, if I really have this habit, it's not his wife's underwear that's missing, but her husband's." With a wave of confession, the police were confused. The police force was already insufficient, but now they have all pleaded guilty, to the extent that most of the officers in the team are busy taking statements. In less than 5 minutes, all 7 or 8 people in the room left. After leaving, in less than 10 minutes, they completed all the procedures, signed, and then boarded the police car to go to the detention center. Because they are from the same group, all of these people are sitting in the same car. In the same car, the guilty criminals not only did not feel worried, but also each one was radiant. They gathered together and immediately began to pay homage to Zhao Kai. "Zhao, you're really thoughtful. Zhao, if it weren't for you today, our brothers would probably have sent it for the rest of their lives. Zhao Gu still has a mind. At first, I wanted to struggle, but now it seems that admitting guilt is our only way out." Looking at the praise from everyone, Zhao Kai was also very pleased. With an educator's tone, he said to these humanists, "This can be considered as your intelligence. You know how to follow the trend, otherwise your fate would definitely be very miserable. I can tell you that I heard a friend in prison say before that there was once a person who accidentally chatted with a criminal in such a major case for a few words, just because they chatted a few words. Guess what? What's going on? The criminal asked in unison. This person was found to be a suspected accomplice. Originally, he came out after pleading guilty for 10 days, but in the end, he persisted until the end of the major case trial, and was imprisoned for a total of 2.5 years. 2.5 years. Sleeping Trough, Brother Zhao is simply our lifesaver. I'm almost doomed. The criminal immediately boasted again after listening. Just one of the 8 people looked embarrassed and lowered his head without saying a word. The strange scene made the big guy feel a bit strange. Someone asked, "Hey, brother, what's wrong with you? You look unhappy." The person who lowered his head and remained silent did not answer, but looked at Zhao Kai and asked, "Are you sure this person has only been locked up for 2.5 years?" "Yes, Zhao Kai replied decisively, puzzled. I'm a grass mud horse. Why are you cursing? Zhao Kai got angry, and even though he had helped him, why did he still curse himself? If I listen to you and voluntarily confess, I will be sentenced to at least 3 years of riding a horse. The criminal, who lowered his head and remained silent, roared angrily. Everyone. End of this chapter. Chapter 8. Team Destruction. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 8. Team Destruction. In the police station, in the conference room. The sheriff, who was wearing glasses, looked seriously at the screen projection. The image displayed in the screen projection is nothing else. It was Yi Aonai who rewarded the rocket, and then Lin Mo began the entire process of drawing dollars. As the video ends. Standing next to the screen projection, the female police officer who caught Lin Mo also spoke up and introduced her. Zhang Ju, according to our technical team's investigation, it is currently unanimously believed that this was an unintentional move. The words fell. Zhang Ju slowly placed his right hand on the table, making a very regular tapping sound. Those familiar with the bureau know that he is thinking about something. Kai, have all these people arrived yet? Zhang Ju quickly asked. At present, both the anchor and the tipping person have arrived, and the remaining 3 people are on their way, so they should have come from the airport. The person named Kai was a female police officer, and she immediately replied upon hearing this. Okay, then wait until all these people are here, and send a professional interrogator to interrogate them. If there are no problems, then ask this person named Lin Mo not to leave. The leader of the Longhua Security Bureau will come later and talk to him separately if there is anything. Zhang nodded and quickly issued work instructions. Security Bureau. How could such a small matter attract the arrival of such a big shot? Upon hearing Zhang Bureau's words, Kai couldn't help but frown. After all, in her opinion, this incident was an accident, and discerning people could tell at a glance that they were not a criminal gang. Especially since they have already investigated Lin Mo's personal information and the information of the other 4 people. After a thorough investigation, none of the 5 individuals, along with their 3 generations of ancestors, have committed any crimes. In this situation, Zhang Ju's words naturally made her ask more questions. Hey, I also know this isn't Bulong incident, but just take a look at this report and you'll know. Without much explanation, Zhang Ju handed over a document in front of everyone. Everyone was already very curious and immediately gathered to watch. I don't know what I'm looking at, but I'm scared at first glance. This information is the inspection report sent by the laboratory. According to the words of the laboratory, the US dollars drawn by Lin Mo are no longer as simple as the US dollars, and there is no difference between the US dollars he drew and the real US dollars. If they were really given acid-free paper, color-changing ink, and gravure printing machines, they would definitely be able to produce a large amount of dollars. And once these dollars flow into the market, no one can verify them. There is only one verification method. It was when the Eagle Sauce Bank received 2 banknotes with identical serial numbers that they realized they were counterfeit. In this way, it is normal for Zhang Ju to say the previous words. At this moment, a police officer couldn't help but ask, Zhang Bureau, is this drawn US dollar bill comparable to how it can be used to make woodblocks? Well, the samples have been sent to the printing factory, and the experts there have given us feedback that they can be made into woodblocks. Engraving is the most crucial thing in making banknotes. Without it, no matter how good your skills and materials are, it will be of no use. Sleeping Trough. After listening to Zhang Ju's words, all the police officers present realized the seriousness of the problem and understood why Zhang Ju had to communicate with Lin Mo alone. The reason is also very simple. Lin Mo did not commit any crimes, as everyone knows. Perhaps you can stick to your bottom line, but what about others? What would happen if others found out that you have this ability? Threatening your parents, will you do it or not? Or do you want to paint or not? No one can guarantee it, and that's why he is valued. I understand. Kai, who knew the reason, didn't say much. Okay, so this meeting is almost over. Let's have a few people come with me to pick up the leaders from Emperor Capital. Also, let the technical department contact the official platform of Dosha. Recently, we will strictly ban the content related to Lin Mo's previous live broadcast, and we must not let this live broadcast appear on any platform. Zhang Ju looked at his watch and then stood up to give the task. Okay. Everyone answered in unison. The conference room was soon empty. Temporary detention room at the police station. Lin Mo and Yaonai sat quietly on the bench waiting. During this period, Lin Mo also inquired about the other party's information. Yaonai, my real name is Su Peng. My family is from the Magic City, and my parents are both engaged in trade and have assets of over 1 billion yuan. As a wealthy second generation, he doesn't like to race with others or chase after beautiful women. Instead, he enjoys surfing the internet, commonly known as otaku. As for the reason why he was left unattended after being arrested, it was because his parents had no idea about it. If he knew, he would definitely have a mixed doubles game. Because of this, Su Peng was particularly anxious. From time to time, I say, "Big brother, when can we go out?" Whenever faced with such problems, Lin Mo always patiently replied. Firstly, my name is Lin Mo, not Big Brother. Secondly, I also want to ask you when we can go out. When two people look forward to each other day and night. The police officer didn't wait, but instead waited for a few acquaintances. Police, I really didn't commit any crimes. Police officer, my uncle is XXX and they are very familiar with you. Let me give him a call. Police uncle, I just chuckled a little. 3 people were brought in at the same time, shouting their grievances as they entered. After shouting their grievances again, the police officers also took them to the room where Lin Mo was located. As soon as they arrived at this room, the 3 of them saw Lin Mo in an instant. After looking at each other, the 3 of them shouted in unison. Big brother. Su Peng next to him looked at Lin Mo with a puzzled expression on his face and asked, Big brother, who are they? I don't know you. Lin Mo was very curious, as he really didn't know the 3 people in front of him. When Lin Mo was puzzled, the man on the left of the 3 couldn't help but speak up, Big brother, why don't you know me? I'm going up the mountain to fight the tiger. Go up the mountain to fight the tiger. Lie down, second brother. Before Lin Mo could say anything, Su Peng was the first to speak. At the same time, the other 2 people who came in also shouted along. Second brother. Second brother. I was puzzled when I went up the mountain to fight the tiger, and looked at the other 2 people and Su Peng. Su Peng stood up and said, Oh my, I am Yaonai. What's wrong with me? The youngest person among the 3 said, Second brother, I am Qin Gangying. The oldest person among the 3 said, Second brother, I am a furry bear. After listening to their self-narration, Lin Mo finally understood it thoroughly. Don't make any noise, go inside to reminisce about the past. At this moment, the police officer became impatient and opened the iron door, pushing the 3 of them straight in. After pushing forward, 5 people looked at each other in confusion. After a while, the youngest, Qin Gang Shadow, said in a faint voice. Can we call this the end of the group? Lin Mo. Su Peng. Daoi. Tiger. End of this chapter. Chapter 9. Someone above me. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chapter 9. Someone above me. After some recognition, Lin Mo also gained some understanding of the people in front of him. My real name is Xu Xingqian, and I am young. My profession is a student. I work as a thug in Maoxiong. My real name is He Weihua. I am 33 years old, and my profession is thug. Fighting tigers in the mountains, real name Chen Biao, age 18, profession. Student. Yi Ao Nai Wahi, real name Su Peng, age 18, occupation. Wealthy second. Generation and student. We got to know each other. Su Peng is not as noisy as he was at first. This made Lin Mo somewhat puzzled. You should know that he was crying before, why is he so calm now? With confusion, he asked curiously. At first, I was indeed afraid, but now that I've seen so many people, I'm not afraid anymore, Su Peng answered honestly. This is good. For example, if you fail an exam alone, you will naturally be afraid, but if you find that your friends around you have all failed, your mood will naturally improve. Just as he finished speaking, He Weihua coughed and then reminded, for us now, having more people is inevitably a good thing. How do you say it? Su Peng frowned and asked. Because no matter what charges are imposed on us above, we all belong to the crime of gathering people, which can also be understood as gang crime, and the punishment is a bit harsher, said He Weihua seasoned. As soon as these words were spoken, Su Peng, who had just relaxed his eyebrows, was suddenly startled. I don't read much, don't lie to me, Su Peng stuttered back. He Weihua remained silent, but the meaning was already very clear. Su Peng looked at the others, and everyone nodded in unison. Xu Xingchen also popularized science at this moment and said, I remember the legal teacher told us that gathering a crowd would indeed result in a heavier judgment. Su Peng has resigned, and his previous smile has gradually solidified. Fortunately, at this moment, Chen Biao's words caught everyone's attention. Chen Biao showed a meaningful smile and slowly said, Brothers, don't worry. How do you say it? Everyone asked in unison. There is someone above me, Chen Biao answered seriously. Is there someone up there? Several people became even more confused after listening. But when I thought about this product coming in, I did solemnly tell the police what my uncle was and who he was. Thinking of this, Su Peng immediately realized, what do you mean, what kind of big shot is your uncle? It's not really a big shot, from the 3rd grade, Chen Biao replied with a proud expression on his face. As soon as these words were spoken, everyone immediately began to take them seriously. In their eyes, the 3 words, 3rd grade, are already a towering figure. If the other party really has this kind of relationship, wouldn't they be able to leave immediately? Therefore, all 4 of them gathered in front of Chen Biao, their eyes full of anticipation. Tell me, who is your uncle? My uncle, let's put it this way, captain of Jiangnan province. Chen Biao first looked around cautiously, confirming that the partition wall had no ears, and then whispered to several people. After hearing the news of the constable in Jiangnan province, everyone was once again ecstatic. Sleeping Trough, you're amazing. You truly deserve to be our second brother. Second brother is amazing. Second brother is mighty. Di Wei Wu. Rao Shi Lin Mo couldn't help but shout Di after hearing the other person's words. After praising, Su Peng, who was most anxious, quickly spoke up, then you should contact your uncle quickly and let him catch us out. Su Peng was very anxious, but Chen Biao frowned and said, no way. Looking at Chen Biao's appearance, Su Peng immediately understood and said, I understand, I understand. This kind of thing cannot be said in front of the police. Isn't this making our uncle make a mistake? After Su Peng finished speaking, Chen Biao still shook his head and said, no, that's not the reason. Oh, I understand. You don't have a phone, do you? Just thinking about it, when we came in, our phones were all confiscated. He Weihua thought carefully and quickly found the reason. No. However, Chen Biao still shook his head. Shaking their heads twice in a row, the group became confused and frowned as they looked at Chen Biao, asking, what's the situation? How can I tell you? Chen Biao said with embarrassment. Your uncle has a bad relationship with you. Su Peng interrupted. Your uncle has a bad relationship with you. My uncle has treated me extremely well and has always loved me since childhood, Chen Biao retorted. What do you mean by stuttering for a while? Su Peng also became anxious. I know you're in a hurry, but don't worry, listen to me first, Chen Biao said in a relaxed tone. Okay, you speak slowly. Everyone was not in a hurry for this minute, so they all shut up. It's like this, I didn't contact my uncle not because I didn't want to contact him, but because my uncle went missing. Missing. Several people were confused. Well, missing. Chen Biao nodded confidently and then recalled to himself, last month was the Dragon Boat Festival. My parents took me to my uncle's house for the holiday, but when I arrived home, I found out that my uncle, my aunt, my cousin, and my cousin had all disappeared. I didn't answer phone calls or text messages. Did you not report to the police? Su Peng asked along. Reported. What did the police say? The police told me not to meddle in my affairs. Mind your own business. At least this is your uncle. What does it mean to be meddling? Su Peng asked in an incredulous voice. Yeah, I didn't understand either, Chen Biao said angrily. And as the two of them spoke to each other, the oldest He Weihua frowned. Something's wrong. Something's really wrong. He spoke and everyone looked at him. He Weihua was reasoning slowly and logically. If you didn't lie to us, if your uncle really is this kind of person, then if he goes missing, the police officers can't have this attitude towards you. So, there is only one truth. What? The crowd quickly asked. Your uncle has been taken away. He Weihua said seriously. Take it away. Xu Xingchen asked foolishly. Don't you know if you're taking it away? It's just being invited to have tea. Su Peng saw through it and immediately popularized science. Drinking tea. My dad also likes to drink tea. Sometimes when I play with his phone, I often see people sending him messages saying that new tea is on sale and old customers are welcome to taste it. However, I am curious about what tea can be consumed for a month. Xu Xingchen still doesn't understand. Why are you so stupid? You just got caught, Su Peng scolded, feeling a bit annoyed when asked. Oh, I've been caught. Xu Xingchen suddenly realized. During the conversation between the two, Chen Biao became angry and embarrassed, shouting, Impossible, absolutely impossible. My uncle enforces the law impartially, is impartial, righteous, and has a warm heart. How could he possibly be arrested? Chen Biao strongly refuted. Seeing that everyone didn't believe his words, he immediately added. The most common thing my uncle said since he was promoted is not to use his name for business outside. Our family has also achieved this. Even our own family is so strict, how could he be caught? Just like when I went to college, if my uncle would use his private power, how could I possibly get into the 211 exam? I can't get into the 985 exam. After Chen Biao finished speaking, Xu Xingchen immediately showed a longing look. Third brother is really amazing. He even got into the 211 exam. How much did you score in the college entrance examination? As a freshman in high school, he hears the most about getting into 211 and 985 every day. Therefore, hearing Chen Biao's words naturally made me yearn for it. I'm not talented, I scored 225 in the college entrance examination, Chen Biao replied calmly without realizing where the problem was. This time, A question mark immediately appeared on the heads of Lin Mo, Su Peng, and He Weihua. The next second, he felt relieved and said together, what a selfless and impartial person. Why do you show a puzzled expression? Isn't it reasonable to get into the 211 with a score of 225? Compared to the three of them being speechless, Xu Xingchen asked without understanding. This question, Su Peng now roast. 225 points for 211 universities. According to your thinking, is it difficult to get 985 points for 985 universities? Xu Xingchen. Isn't it? Lin Mo. Su Peng. He Wei Hua. End of this chapter. Chapter 10. Is over, flattery has landed on the horse's lap. You are listening at Novel Full. Audio. Chapter 10 is over, flattery has landed on the horse's lap. Stop talking, whoever says their name later will come out. At 1 o'clock in the morning, a police officer walked over and said something that had made everyone wait for a long time. Su Peng. Soon, the police officer pronounced out the first person's name. Arrived. Su Peng didn't expect to be the first to shout to himself, and immediately stood up and answered. Follow us to the interrogation room. Good. Su Peng answered and then whispered to Lin Mo and other people, brothers, I will never betray you. Good brother. Except for Lin Mo, the other few people nodded solemnly, but Lin Mo said with a speechless expression on his face, we haven't done anything. What's selling out? After he finished speaking, Su Peng immediately replied, Big brother, I understand. The other few also took the opportunity to admire. Big brother is still smart. Yes, we didn't do anything. Lin Mo. Time passed quickly, and 10 minutes later, Su Peng was brought back, and the police officers began shouting the next person's name. Chen Biao. After shouting, Xu Xingchen imitated Su Peng's previous appearance with a certain demeanor and said, brothers, let me take a step first. I will definitely not reveal a word. After speaking, he left with an air of wind howling and water cold, and the brave warrior never returning. Watching him leave, everyone praised him. Second brother's righteousness is thin and boundless. Second brother is loyal and courageous. Looking at these words, Lin Mo felt numb. He rolled his eyes and no longer chose to resist. In this way, as I walked in and out, the blink of an eye lasted for over 40 minutes until the end. Lin Mo. When Lin Mo heard his name, he was both excited and nervous. The excitement was because he could finally explain, and the anxiety was because he was afraid that the authorities would not trust him. With a conflicted emotion, he followed the police officer to the interrogation room without saying a word. Just as he left, the four people behind him chattered incessantly praising. Big brother is big brother, not at all panicked. Big brother's behavior reminds me of a sentence. Mighty cannot be subdued, lewd cannot be moved, admire and admire. What kind of ghost is obscenity that cannot be moved? Isn't it poverty that cannot be moved? One meaning. Don't worry about these details. Anyway, Big Brother is amazing. In the interrogation room, as soon as Lin Mo sat down, the interrogating police officer said in a teasing tone, "Are you their leader?" "Officer, believe me, I'm not really a criminal gang leader. I'm just a talent anchor," Lin Mo quickly defended. The police officer didn't care either, just flipped the notebook in front of him and didn't stop until the screen was aligned with Lin Mo. After stopping, he began playing 3 videos. The first paragraph is from Su Peng. "Police officer, I'll admit it all. The main culprit is my big brother, who drew the US dollar. Do you know that the US dollar is the currency used by Eagle Sauce Country? My big brother is a broadcaster, do you know that the broadcaster? It's just about having fun with netizens online." The second paragraph is from Chen Biao. "Police comrades, first of all, what I hate the most in my life is sin. If you want me to confess anyone, I will cooperate as soon as possible. I will definitely speak my mind without hesitation. Just now, I deliberately dealt with them with the purpose of helping our comrades spread false information. Unfortunately, they were extremely cautious of me and didn't say a word of valuable information for a long time. Secondly, my uncle's name is XXX, you see. After watching these few videos, recalling their faces before the trial just now, Lin Mo couldn't help but twitch twice at the corner of his mouth, wondering who these four people were. But now is not the time to care about them. Lin Mo quickly defended himself, "Police officer, you must believe me. I am a good person." To Lin Mo's surprise, after he finished speaking this sentence, the police not only did not reject it, but also acknowledged, "We know that if you were a criminal, we wouldn't be so polite to you. So, why didn't you let me go?" Lin Mo hesitated for a moment and then asked again. The police officer shook his head without explanation, but said in a routine official tone, "It's difficult to communicate with you about specific matters. First, you can make a normal record with us. After completing the record, I will take you to see our director." "Okay. Okay." Lin Mo didn't know why, but he still wisely chose to cooperate. 15 minutes later, the recording was over, and the police officers also took him out of the interrogation room. As he passed by the temporary detention room, his little brothers became puzzled one by one. "Big brother, how did you leave? Big brother, where are you going?" Lin Mo didn't answer because he didn't know where he was going either. On the third floor of the police station, outside the director's office, the officer in charge of interrogation brought Lin Mo here and knocked on the door. Soon, a deep voice came from inside. "Please come in." The door pushed open, and Lin Mo cautiously followed the police officer in. "Zhang Ju, the person has brought it." "Well, you can get busy first, stay here." Zhang Ju waved his hand and looked at Lin Mo. "Okay." The police officer immediately left, and soon there were only 3 mysterious people in suits left in the room. Why use mystery to describe it? It's probably because of the meticulous expressions of these 3 people, coupled with each wearing a chest badge that a normal person has never seen before. Before Lin Mo could say anything, Zhang Ju stood up and approached him with a friendly expression. He extended his hand and said, "Hello Mr. Lin, my surname is Zhang, and I am responsible for the criminal investigation in our city." Upon hearing this statement from the staff of the Zhang Bureau, Lin Mo felt uncomfortable no matter how he listened, as if he was pretending to be coerced without any evidence. Setting aside distractions, Lin Mo immediately replied, "Zhang Ju, hello, I've heard so much about your name." "Oh, Mr. Lin knows me." Zhang Ju was a bit surprised. Looking at the surprised Zhang Bureau, Lin Mo just wanted to slap himself. He couldn't help but mention which one he had heard so much about. Cough cough, as a nearby resident, I have heard about the deeds of the Zhang Bureau many times. I have fought against criminals and resented evil as if I were enemies. Everyone in the neighborhood says that your Zhang Bureau is good. Fortunately, Lin Mo remained calm in the face of danger and immediately made up a paragraph. Just after he finished praising, Zhang Ju's expression changed slightly, not too much, but he must be unhappy. This phenomenon made Lin Mo feel a bit confused. He felt like he had said the right thing. When Lin Mo was puzzled, one of the 3 mysterious people suddenly said with a hint of smile, "Director Zhang is quite impressive. He was just transferred from another city yesterday, and today he has gained widespread fame. He is truly the police chief who has won the National Evil Killer Award." Upon hearing this, Lin Mo was stunned. He felt like he was done, flattering the horse's leg. Looking at Zhang Ju's face again, there was already a hint of redness, and those who didn't know thought there was his crush here. End of this chapter.